when I said I'd review Revenge of the Fallen?
You do know that after all of this, I'm gonna force you to do a review of Revenge of the Fallen, right?
I'm not unwilling to, I'm just having a hard time thinking about how I should approach it. Although I'm sure some of you are probably thinking what this has to do with the video at hand. You see, I was playing Angry Birds not too long ago, and after trying to 3-star some of the levels and continuing to hate the birthday levels with a passion, I thought it might be good practice to cover some of the Angry Birds animated shorts. I won't be covering every last one of them, but I'll cover some of them that are the most notable. So let's dive right into...
Spirits of Tornax will have their vengeance.
So let's dive right into Angry Birds animated shorts. Let's start with the first animation for the original game, which you can find on YouTube as the cinematic trailer.
Blue for multiples, black for stones.
No, not that cinematic trailer. Although that'd be an interesting movie. Except not. Anyways, on to the actual trailer. You can clearly tell that these birds look different from their in-game appearances. I'm honestly not sure who to blame or if it really matters as they got their basic likenesses down. Anyways, as the birds adore their eggs, we cut to a large grandpa and king pig, who are exactly like their in-game counterparts, eating grass nearby. As the king pig spits out his grass in disgust, it notices the eggs that the birds are happily watching over, beginning to crave the delicious taste of eggs. While that's going on, a mosquito, a mere mosquito, merely touches one of the eggs, and the red bird goes berserk, jumping on the mosquito until it's completely deprived of its life, while the other birds are watching the excitement. I guess insect massacre is a favorite pastime for them. As the king pig obsesses over the sweet taste of eggs to the point where it grows hands to hold kitchen utensils, we cut to when the birds are done squashing the poor mosquito, and the birds realizing while they were busy killing an innocent insect, the eggs were stolen for real by the pigs who, despite having no feet, left footprints in the grass. It can happen! Upon finding out who took them, they... cause a nuclear explosion? That's another thing I better add to my list of things not to mess with or I will die a horrible death. Let's see here. Grimlock, Dolomite, Stanley, and now the Angry Birds. Anyways, on to the next animation, which features the ticket to instantly beating any frustrating level, the Mighty Eagle. That reminds me, I gotta add that to the list. The Mighty Eagle. Great, they somehow made the yellow bird even less accurate! How do you do that? Again, like last time, they got their basic likeness down. At least they're not drawing random rocks and calling those Angry Birds. Anyways, as the birds continue googling over their eggs like last time, a butterfly knocks over one of the eggs and the birds are enraged as they proceed to stomp and peck the ever-living daylights out of the poor thing. As they finish, with the yellow bird in particular looking a bit psychotic, the birds notice that their eggs have been taken. Again. Who could have committed such a foul crime? Why, it's the pigs, of course. The birds are enraged yet again, but they don't cause another nuclear explosion, thank God. No, they resort to what they do in the game. Launch themselves via a slingshot that happens to be nearby, and fling themselves at the pigs and their protective structures, made of straw, wood, and... metal? Where does one find such material lying around like that? I know it's supposed to be stone or brick or whatever, but they have doors made out of metal closing behind them. Like the story the structures are referencing, the stone igloo works like a dream, protecting the pigs and leaving the birds bouncing off of it. Realizing they've been defeated, the yellow bird, no longer looking psychotic, lets out a can of sardines and the blue bird forces the red bird to deliver it to their last resort. The Rhino 6 proto-suit! Obviously no, it's the Mighty Eagle, whom even the birds are afraid of. The eagle has evidently been asked to help the birds out before, as other sardine cans can be seen lying around, and it knows to help when offered the sardine can. As one of the pigs is on the lookout for anything that could harm them, it gets hit in the head with the sardine can. And that's the end of the pigs. For now, that is, as the birds will have a new enemy when we look at the trailer for Angry Birds Real, which I thought would be the official game for that movie, but I saw a copy for an actual game for the movie. Apparently it's a party game. Anyways, on to the video. I ask Rovio something? Yeah, I want a level where I can use the birds to smash company logos like that. I'll buy it in a heartbeat. As the birds are singing their catchy theme tune, they are put in a cage, a wooden crate, and a steel crate before being picked up by a helicopter and shipped off to, where else? Rio! When they arrived in I forget what this place is called, but I've seen this type of location in several shows and movies, Nigel, one of the film's antagonists, shows that he captured the Angry Birds as they are exceptionally rare species of birds worth $100,000 if caught. The birds take this news well. After their rage fit that somehow released them from their cage they find out that several other birds, including the film's protagonists Blue and Jewel, are captured here as well. They take the news as well as they took that last bit of news. Now, I would cover the season's videos, but there's so many of them, I thought they deserved their own video. So to end this, let's find out how the birds are in space! And learn the origins of my favorite version of the game, Angry Birds Space. As the birds, now looking exactly like their in-game appearances, are putting caps on their favorite eggs, an interdimensional portal opens up. What arrives from this? It's a golden egg-shaped asteroid and its guardian/new bird, the Icebird. It's very clear that this bird is as protective of its asteroid as the other birds are of their eggs. After the brief interaction, an unnamed claw machine takes the asteroid and a good chunk of the ground it was standing on. As you'd expect, the Icebird doesn't take this very well and flies off after the machine, using the Angry Birds as slingshot. But what of the Angry Birds' eggs? Upon discovery of the eggs' fate, they fly off into the portal and start transforming into their superhero alter egos, explaining their different appearance in the game. Now to meet our cast! Red Bird, Purple Bird, Black Bomber, Blue Birds, and the Big Brother Bird. So that concludes our look at the Angry Birds animated shorts. For now. I personally enjoyed each of the shorts, despite the off-model appearance of the earlier videos, as each never fails to bring at least a smile to my face each time. Give them a watch if you have the chance, you might like them. I'm done, and I'll see you next time.